A South Korean woman, she on here, I guess she's an Asian Karen. She mad. She said, why do many Asian men date outside their race when they get to America? And what do you have against Asian women? What's going on?
She just blazed me for no.
What's up, y'all? This is the Coach Prunty podcast. We back in here with Ambu, the people's champ, everybody's favorite. And it seems like we got a lot of questions from more people from Asia, man. We'll go ahead and start it off with the first one, which is a 5-part question. First, he asked, what tips can you give? No, this isn't from an Asian guy. Okay. What tips can you give me to get Asian women?
Honestly, bro, no clue. I've never even tried to talk to an Asian girl before. Never. So.
And he passed it on to, what things do you think Asian women look for in a guy, and why do they seem so shy?
Well, my brother did. He had an Asian friend like in college, kind of like he just knew an Asian girl, but she didn't have Asian parents. She was adopted, so like I can't really say, but like I can't really stereotype Asian women like as all being shy. But if they're more quiet, they probably want you to approach them, have some confidence, and just be like someone they like being around. You want to be like a fun guy. I don't think like my dad's. I guess like my mom's age. My dad's a fun guy. She just likes being around him. I guess you just gotta be somebody fun to be around. I guess.
So once you get to know them, they're outgoing and fun. Once you get to know them, pretty much. Okay.
That's what I would say.
And he also said, are Asian girls more loyal?
No idea. I have no idea. I don't know.
Hey, guys, we don't know.
I can't really say. That's all women in general. You don't know. You can't really say one person's loyal, one person's not, Like,
that's a fact. Well, this guy, he's from China. He says, I was just curious, what do American Chinese people think of mainland Chinese people?
I think of mainland Chinese people as being very different because they never really experienced America compared to China. I feel like, mainland people look at us differently, like, oh, why he dressed like that? Why he's doing that? Like, I guess mainland people, they really focus on like school and stuff. They don't really get a lot of free time outside of that. And I heard dating is more strict in China too. Like, you can't just casually date. Like, you know how in America, like we could just date, like starting like,
right, whoever, yeah.
You start dating, yeah. It's like it's cool, but like China, like you start dating, your parents ask a lot of questions. Like they be looking into the future about that stuff, and like it's not a lot of freedom. There's not like how most kids want to get into sports and stuff. They want to play sports. You don't really see scholarships like that in China. So I see a lot of differences. Ain't music too. America, the music is like it's a huge variety over here compared to China. I don't know. I don't even know what they. My mom be listening to Chinese music. I'd be confused, man.
Hey, we'll go ahead and answer this question. Then, do you speak Chinese at all? Somebody asked that.
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Oh wow.
I say a couple of things. I can say like simple. I'm not like I grew up saying. I know Mandarin and Fujianese. I know Fujianese good. It's not like the proper like Chinese that people. It's like I don't even know how to explain it, but I know Fujianese. I know Mandarin like a little bit. I can say something you want, like
say something. Yeah, might as well.
I don't even know what to say. Let me think. What do mean to Pantia now? I just said
snap.
Yeah, I just said my name is Alan Pan. Like it's not Alan Pan, but it's like my Chinese name. Pantia now is my Chinese name. So I just said my name is, my Chinese name, basically.
That's what's up, bro. That's dope. I didn't even know you spoke Chinese, so that's pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie. A South Korean woman, she on here, I guess she's an Asian Karen. She mad. She said, why do many Asian men date outside their race when they get to America, and what do you have against Asian women? What's going on?
She just blazed me for no. I never said that I had anything against Asian women.
I know you did. Yeah, that's a fact. He never said that.
Like, I never said that. I just personally never talked to him because like never had a chance to at all. Like
Yeah, here in Virginia, y'all, you got to realize me and him both from Virginia. It's black, bro. It's blackity black. Like I would say it's 80% black. Maybe it's about mixed black and white. It's not that many Asians here though at all.
Yeah, at Richmond though,
Mhm.
you might be right. 80% might be the number, bro. Yeah,
100%.
That's the reason why for your question. And I mean, when you get to as I said before, I didn't say like ain't nothing against Asian women, women equality, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nothing too much on that. But as like Asian, she was like Asian men coming to America, and they like outside of our race. I mean, like, you're attracted to who you're attracted to, honestly. You love, like, you don't just love someone, but just because, oh, they're Asian, I'm gonna love. You fall in love with who makes you happy at the end of the day. So I think that's what it is. And in America, there's a diversity. So, you're gonna fall in love with people outside of your race. That's what I think. You don't just, you see a lot of people like biracially dating now, like a lot. You see a lot of it's common now. So yeah, that's my answer to that.
And another thing y'all got to realize, for him to strictly go after Asian girls, there would be a small percentage of women like that. It's not that many that he would have to. I mean, he couldn't. It's impossible, pretty much, to do what y'all asking him to do.
Yeah, that's really hard. Like, you're literally looking for Asian women a day. It's like, I don't know.
You would have to fight to. Yeah, it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
So, but we'll move on. Jalea said, not a question, just a shout out. You are 100% invited to the cookout. You definitely are a part of the culture, and she loves the Asian and black swirl. Oh man, that's dope.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, y'all can do that. It don't got to be questions, y'all. If y'all want to just shout them out like that, that's dope. Hey, Jalea, thank you for that. I know he liked it.
Appreciate that statement.
Yeah.
I've been a couple cookouts myself. I've been like 3, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me what you thought about them. You went to them.
It was fun. Like, when I went to one, I was like, it was like when I was really young, I was in like middle school. I went to one of my friends' cookouts. We literally just like, we played football outside. It was so much. It was like a family reunion cookout. I was playing, like, you just seen, it was me and my brother there. It was 2 Chinese kids just playing at a cookout. I mean, nobody cared. We literally just played football, played basketball, and we got some food, got something to eat, and then we chilled and then went home. Enjoyed my time. It was a really good vibe. Music was playing. We had a high school. Hey, I think there was smoking back then. I didn't know what it was back then. It was chilling. High schoolers, the kids playing. I was with the kids playing. Yeah, it was cool. And then the other ones, it was like with my coaches, like for football, it's like a team bonding day. We went to the pool and then went to cookout. I mean, I'm always with my team. It was just a vibe, man. It's just bonding with my team, having fun, joking. Loved it.
That's what's up, man. That is you are definitely a part of the cookout. I mean, you 100% invited to the cookout from everybody. We're gonna have to trade Jussie Smollett to the Chinese Federation, and we're gonna give y'all. We need to get y'all in a trade. We definitely do, because people go crazy, man, when you pop up. But another question somebody had: what religion do Chinese people traditionally follow, and are you religious?
Me personally, I'm not religious, but most Asian people follow Buddhism. You know what Buddhism is? Like, my family, they're like my mainland family from China, they're really like Buddhist, like they're really religious. Me personally, me and my brother, we're not religious. We're like, we believe in Buddhism, but like not to like we wouldn't like get up and pray every day. We wouldn't do all, like, there's Chinese New Year's, there's a lot of stuff, like they'll do a lot of like, they'll do a lot of ceremonies and stuff for like Chinese New Year's and get ready for that. But like me personally, I'm not religious, and they're not on me about that. So yeah, most Chinese people, they believe in Buddhism, like, the Buddhists. I know you like probably seen references in like anime before too.
Yeah,
like, in Naruto, the first Hokage, he got like a statue of some of the Buddhists, something like that. Yeah, so Buddhism has always been in like Asian history.
So what customs do Buddhists follow, like in the States? Like, do they, like, I know we go to like a church, like for a lot of religions. Do Buddhists do that too?
We have like a church room. They have like a Buddhist room set up in like this little area. There's like a Buddhist statue. My mom literally prays every day. Like, she lights up a candle and prays to it every day. And on Chinese New Year's, or like, it's like these gods' birthdays, I think, or something like that. and sometimes they'll give food. They'll literally give food and like I guess like pray to the food. I don't know. They pray to the food, like basically like worship it to the gods, basically before we can eat it. They have to like prep it and then worship to the god, and then they cook it and then we can eat it. Like that's what we had to do for Chinese New Year's, and that's some stuff Buddhists got to do.
That's dope, though. That's the first time I'm hearing about that too, guys. So thank you for that question. I didn't know anything about that either. Let's see here. What we gonna jump on? We'll get the anime questions to the end. We'll say the anime question. You got a lot of anime questions, but two-part question here.
I bet.
Do you think you would fit in? And this is from a guy from China. He says, do you think you would fit in if you went back to China? And would you ever willingly move there?
I would never willingly move there because I'm honestly I love my life here right now. I would not want to leave like my life behind here, but I feel like I would be able to move in like with being familiar with China and stuff because I'm like me as a person, I can make friends pretty easily. I personally don't have a lot of friends, but I get to know people well. I know how to talk. I know how to introduce myself. I feel I can like reinvent myself basically in China, just like get along with everybody. I feel like that's something I can really do. And there's gonna be people that's gonna help me out, like, cause they gonna see me, them like, oh, he's from America, he probably, and they're probably gonna find me interesting too. Like just like all you guys asking me these questions, they probably gonna try to help me out, get to know me, and then I can get along with everybody there too. Honestly, that's what I feel like.
That's dope. And the second part of his question is, what has your parents taught you about the life in China?
Honestly, my dad just told me stories. Well, where he grew up at, there was like in a village. It was like basically poverty. Like there was farming and stuff. He basically like he just told us like how all he did all day was just work. I think he just worked on a farm. My mom, they never really told me stories about China. I guess it was their life wasn't that good back then. But I know that my mom had to like ride a bike to school, and they used to have to like during middle school and high school, they literally stayed at the school like it's like a college. Like they literally lived at the school. Back then, it was like the mid 80s, probably mid 80s, late 80s, and they literally have to like uh take turns showering. So I don't know, the area wasn't the best where they're from, and so they like had to share showers, the food, like I don't know how to explain it. I guess they never really told me about it because I guess they thought America was better. They'd rather me not know about it. If that makes sense.
So it's kind of rough, basically, living
Yeah,
there.
like their life was pretty rough back then, especially my dad's.
I feel you. Another question. This guy's thinking about moving from Korea to the States, and he said you inspiring him. And he said, just curious, how do they treat us there? Have you faced any racism since being in the United States?
Okay, so me growing up in America, I mean, there was like, racist comments and stuff from time to time. I was saying like not in high school. High school, I think that's when people mature, but like in middle school, maybe elementary school is cool. Like, kids, they just play around. They don't really care about that. In middle school, I think that's when like that was when it was that was probably like the most racist slurs I ever got. But it wasn't anything like actually being racist. It's like people like, they'll just say like slurs and stuff as a joke. But kids, they're immature in like middle school. They just say things. I never really let it get to me. Bullying wasn't that bad for in my area that I grew up in. I feel like because when I was in middle school, I didn't break outside my box. I wasn't that confident. If you come to like America, you have to break outside that box. You're gonna be an adult life. They're not gonna be racist to you in America, I promise. Because like you're gonna be an adult life. You're not gonna like be going to school and stuff. If somebody's racist to you, that's just them being like you're just not being like a good person. Honestly, that's just a bad person that you're meeting. Because people here, I've never run into racism here. Honestly, I mean, like people see people accents, they'll know they're not from here. They're not gonna like treat you any worse. They just can't understand you sometimes. Like I work at a Chinese restaurant. I like say if like a Hispanic person walking, they got an accent, I can't understand it. I'll try my best. I'm not gonna be racist about it and try to slander their name. Everybody gets along here, and it's great opportunities to find here. You'll meet new people. Honestly, I think it's a great move. And there's my racist like experience that I have experienced. They weren't like, there was just, middle school name calling. It's not really anything serious. I never experienced that since I got out of high school, honestly.
That's what's up, man. Um, and his second part of his question is, I feel scared to approach American women, and it seems hard to get American women for the average Asian man there. How did you get your style and confidence? Because most of us are shy.
I was shy too, honestly. But the thing is, like, when I would like every person should think of themselves as attractive first before they can even get like you should be confident about yourself before you can like start dating people. I think because like if you're always like not confident, women can look at it as a weakness, honestly. But when I was in like 10th grade, I was like, I looked this kind of the same as I was now, and I'm confident like myself now. I was confident back then, but like I just didn't have like and I know game of my talk. I just couldn't like that's it. I didn't have like confidence like with my game of talking. I'll get nervous sometimes. Uh when my confidence first rose was I think getting compliments from like, girls and stuff. It really boosts like during quarantine during my like going to junior year, I started getting compliments and stuff. Like I realized like, oh, so people like find me attractive. I started working on myself. I started playing football, working out. And then during that point, I literally just broke out of my shell. I think like with the thing, like approaching women in general, how I got confidence and style, I guess. I don't know. I always had style. I mean, growing up, I just grew up in this area, I had a style. It was on my mind already. Confidence though, it literally just, you got to break out your bubble one day. You got to be able to do things you're uncomfortable with doing. That's just how it is. I think football taught me that too. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Because if you keep staying in that same bubble, you can't go talk to that girl. You're not going to take that risk to get that new job. You're never going to get any better. You're going to stay where you at. So you got to take that risk to talk to that girl. You're going to take some L's and you're going to get some W's. That's what happens with life. So honestly, you can't be scared to talk to a girl. You got to think. You got to be smooth. Like, you got to sometimes you just got to 3, 2, 1 and go. Just go for it. Be like, hey, how you doing? Like, you look nice. Just be smooth. Just keep the conversation going. Just keep talking. Be interesting. That's what I think.